Good afternoon. Judy Allen here, San Antonio, Texas, with Zoe and Nana Stamping. And yes, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today we're going to make two gift card holders, or you can use them as a treat box, whatever you want to do, right? But they're simple and easy, and they're very simple to take what's in the box, right, and turn what we're making it and make it into a card. I've done that before and showed it with the Nutcracker, and this is a very good example of another kit that you can do the same thing with. And today is also the day that we do our drawings, right? So if you left an emoji, a comment, or anything out there during the month, so that we know that you were there, then we just put you in the drawing after our live today, and we announce who the winners are. We have 3. So with that, let's get ready and get down the hands, because I don't know about you, but we are already busy, right, with the Christmas season. So we've been busy finishing up the locals. We got a gingerbread mystery box that shipped out earlier the week, and we're working on finishing up the ones here local. And we're also making ornaments for ornament exchange that we do with paper crafting, right? And then we're also doing a card exchange. So yes, with my team. So that's pretty exciting. Anything at this time of the year is really pretty exciting, right? So let's go down the hands and let's do this. And I'm stirred up a little bit because I don't know what's going on with me in my chair, but it's like I am so low. And it's like the chair's the same height. But whatever. I don't know why. But I figured I'd stand up and I can at least see me. All right, so this is what it looks like right here, what we're making. They're just 2 different ones. And then we have the stamp set also to be able to stamp here. And then we have just to and from type stuff as well, too. So I'm just going to open this up. And just keep in mind we're live, so I'm not the only one living and breathing in the house. We have other people as well as a dog. So, but anyway, these are just cute. Just want to tee that up just in case you heard anything. All right, so we're going to open it up. I'm going to start with the box first, because you're using the same box for both tags that we're creating. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to make it first. People sometimes just have struggle with boxes, and really they're not that easy. In this particular case, they like X marks the spot for you. So if you can see that, it's got little dots there, and that's where we're going to put some adhesive dots there that they have in the kit. And then we put our labels on there. But let's go ahead and do it so you can see it. So this is pretty shiny. What I like about this is really shiny and reflective on the inside here. They got a nice coating here. And I just like to go and bend on all my score lines. Now, this is nice because I really don't have to guess anything because it's really easy to see the way they've got this designed. But sometimes people, we do have questions or challenges when we make our gift boxes and all. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to put our glue dots on. So I have it open right here. And I have my little glue dots right here. So it's showing you, if you can't see it, see we're going to put, this is going to be folding over. And you can see it from over here as well too. And then here's our little dots that glue dots we're just going to put down. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to put my glue dots down. And then we'll work on assembling from there. Which even I'm sort of looking at this and thinking, why would I want my glue dot here? I'm looking, because I'm trying to figure out that myself. Alright, I'm going to put it down here at the moment. I'm not seeing why I need to do that like that. Because they have a glue dot. Let's see, so they see how these are coming down, so that makes sense. I'm not sure, unless they're just wanting those just to be an extra. They just have those folding in, is all they're doing right there. Okay, I was thinking it was a glue dot. Okay, it's not. Actually, I'm not even seeing a glue dot at all, so let me just take that off. Those are actually arrows. Okay, that's what happens when you get older and you don't have your glasses on. You have glue dot and an arrow look the same. So there you go. Don't laugh too much, because you've most probably been there yourself as well, too. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just fold these in. However, I thought a glue dot might not have been bad. I actually put these together, right? So when I do my club kits or my mystery boxes and all, I have these type of boxes I have to put together. And if you've ever put any postal ones together, the post office type boxes that they have for their party mail shipping is like this too. You sort of just assembled them together. Okay, I made that that was a lot easier than I was thinking. I was thinking I was going to put glue dots over everything. Alright, and then it just folds and tucks in just like this. So I do like that this is just real easy. So you see this is very easy for a gift card holder. And if you just want to put some money or something else like that. And there you go. Here's your box right there. Okay. All right. So there's one box. Let's go ahead and do the other one because we're going to be putting our tags on here. Go ahead and get them done. Now I have. I don't know about you. If you've ever taken a kit of any kind, I've actually taken even stuff like this and cut it apart, right, on the score lines and used it to create cards as well. So for me, everything's fair game, right? If it's in the box, it's fair game. If it's not in the box and I still see it, it's still fair game, right? All right, so I'm just going to put these here. Again, if you want to see a little bit better, I'm just folding these in right here. All right, so if you never did anything with the post office and using their boxes or had putting these together, it doesn't matter if it's small or big, they all operate in the same concept, right? That you're folding in the tabs, and that's going to help it to stay in place. And then this is folding down and anchoring a tab there as well too. All right, so then this is ready to go as well. And you could, right, if you didn't want it to be able to open like that. I mean, I've done and folded mine over just like this before too. I've put that down with glue dots. Sorry, right? I sort of like that a little bit better, right, because they can't just easily open it. But, you know, it is designed so they can easily open it. So it's your preference of choice. All right, let's go down to the tags, because the tags are fairly easy. I like easy, right? This time of the year, I like easy. Let me fold my stuff all the way back around. So the first one here is they actually have, I want to show you something, because when I was doing this, I wasn't even really realizing it. So here's one side of the tag, right? It's a solid color. If you flip it over, it's this right here. So I was looking for green tags at first, not realizing it was on the back of here. So there you go. So I thought that was pretty cool and clever. So you get two of them, right? So I took two of them. So one's going to be turned over and used as green, and we're going to stamp on it. And this one, we're going to put a gift for you with love, all right? So the color this month is Mossy Meadow. Let me just set this here. Yes, Miss Zoe has not returned home from camping yet with her father, which, okay, they must be enjoying it. I know they had more than camping. They had some different places they were going to go sightseeing and so forth and all. But anyway, I was checking to see if she was back yet, and she was not back yet. So they must be having a lot of fun. A lot of fun. They were going to go see the Marfa Lights, and they were going to Garner State Park, and they were going to somewhere else. So they had a lot of stuff listed for them. I guess Thanksgiving week, right? So I guess Wednesday through the weekend, they had stuff planned that they were doing. Out camping and all, and sightseeing and shopping, and no telling what else they were going to get into. Tons of fun. Tons of fun. And then they have here, so it's very small, but it says with love. So it's gift for you with love. And let me see the with love right here. I think I'm trying to see. This is like, yeah, this is it. I might have to get my glasses. Oh, there's my adult princess. You gonna say hi, Jennifer?
Hi. I'm looking for something.
Oh, she's looking for something. Okay, she is not substituting in for Zoe.
No. I'm trying to find a color.
You're trying to find a color? All right. So everybody in this house is creating something right now.
Yep.
She's working on her, so she's actually doing part of the ornament exchange as well too, as well as a card exchange. So she's like working on hers diligently. And I'll get mine done. We'll most try to just mail ours together. I'll have to see if she wants to do that or not. I don't know, right? It's just nice to get mail. So it's and it doesn't matter. I have plenty of stamps. But anyway, so yeah. So what did you do this Thanksgiving week? I mean, I cooked today. I cooked the other day, Thursday, right? Thanksgiving Day. And today I made gumbo. And then I had some melita that I stuffed. Just so I think of stuffed bell peppers, but this is a squash. It's called melita. And I actually cooked that. So the roux, I will tell you, the roux doesn't go so well when you do it gluten-free. So I got to do a do-over. I don't like to have to do do-overs, whether it's sewing or anything else, but today I did a do-over. So it's been a cooking day, cooking week, and we got our envelopes ready to get out our Christmas cards. Just got to get them stuffed, right? For me, I have, when I design cards, right, I have somebody in mind. So it's just a matter of going and putting the proper person with a proper envelope. Okay, so this here, so we stamp this here. And then what we're going to have us doing here is we're just going to take this here. And you're just going to have us tie in these two together, all right? So this is, so don't worry about this because that's all that's going to do there. But what we do have here is we are taking this right here. And we're actually going to put some glue dots putting these two together. At least I think we are. I'm looking. Trying to see with the little... Really can't see the dots. Okay. I see dimensionals, but I don't see glue dots. So they got to be glue dots there somewhere. They have to connect. All right, so we have two. So if you flip them over, see we've got different colors. And even here. So when you look at this here, see this is done with dimensionals too. I don't see any glue dots. If they are, I can't tell. But you can tell it looks like two different colors, right? So it looks like we got the back sides of these here. So you can actually flip it over and get whatever colors you want. I'm going to go ahead and put this on with dimensionals like they have. They actually put two dimensionals on the green here. And it looks like they flipped it over and just did this here. Which is sort of interesting, right? Everybody does everything differently. I'm going to flip mine like this. I'm not sure why they did it like that. But that's the big beauty of creating, right? We can do everything our own way. So let me do this here. I can see the glue. I can see this. I don't see any glue dots, though. So they have this here. We have one on each side. And you're going to have it connected to the other one. So I'm going to just do mine like this here. If Zoe was here, she'd tell me. Because her eyes are better than my eyes. Because she's a spring chicken. Alright. So I'm just going to put this right here. So it's really sort of hidden behind the leaves here, right? So you really can't really see it a whole lot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come put this right here. And we're just going to put this down. I'm going to put this down with some glue dots, even though I can't see any glue dots. So they have us cutting here 12 inches of ribbon. And we're going to make a bow up here. And then we had a white bow we're going to put on top. And then we're just going to put this on top of the tag. And we tie the two tags together. So we already got our Merry Christmas. So we're going to get our 12 inches. I don't know if we need 12 inches, but we'll start with our 12 inches. So yes, so sometimes, I just do like this to get the edge. Now I'll tell you here lately, especially that gold and black ones with white and black, those we can never find the end. So if I can't find the end, what I usually do is I'll just take a snippet somewhere and we'll make it happen from there. So they're saying 12 inches, which is very nice, right? Okay. And we're just going to feed this through, and then we'll put this on here. So do you know the ribbon they have, looks like we're putting it. So I'm going to put this right through here. We're going to tie a bow. And then you're just adding the white bow on top of it, right? So it just gives it a nice linen thread type. Now let's see if we can get that. So yes, y'all have to tell me what you're up to, what you've been up to this week with the holidays. The holidays so approaching. We actually went and saw a play last night. Or not a play, it's a production, right? It was a Disney production with a Beauty and the Beast. That was pretty cool. Putting us up late at night. That's okay. Miss Zoe's going to go see it in a couple of weeks. We were all going to go see it the week before, but it was already all sold out. So we had to go this weekend, so it was pretty crowded. See, I don't even see glue dots on this one, but it has to have a glue dot or a dimensional, right? It has definitely a dimensional. I'm just not seeing offhand where those glue dots are going. All right. The world didn't end. It'll be okay. I just sort of like to see the glue dots, right? Okay. So put a dimensional right here. I'll get this on here. And then we'll put our Christmas, our stuff right here behind it. So I'm just going to put it right up here, right at the top. All right, and we're just going to put this right down in here. And again, let's see what they have us doing here. Again, I really can't see. I just see the dimensionals here. So I'm just going to go ahead and use some glue dots. Maybe it's there and I just can't see it. With my beautifully aged eyes. So we'll just do what we think needs to be done. How about that? That's how we sometimes get opportunities for creativity. And right now, right, I'm looking for things to do to sit there because I have gift bags to give out. Like the senior home. So the chocolate is always a popular item, no matter what kind of chocolate it is. And it doesn't matter if they think they're supposed to eat it or not. It's always just a popular thing. So I know I can get some chocolates in here. Some flat chocolates. Yeah. I was trying to think I might even be able to get some other ones in here too. Alright, so I'm just going to put this on here. Right in here. I'm just going to center it right above where we already stamped. So we got all kind of images because we've stamped and we've done layering now. And then we're just going to turn around. We're going to put our tag on here with dimensionals. And then we're going to take and use dimensionals to add it to the red piece. So it's just nice and simple, right? I like doing stuff like this. The stuff like this, except it's got stamping, right? So stuff that doesn't have stamping, it's just very easy when I'm on a road trip or wherever I can take and do with it. Or if I'm waiting at a doctor's office or any appointment. And if that's not the case, then I sit there and I'll just sit there and do everything I can except the stamping portion, and that's all I have left to do. Alright, so now we're just going to put on here, we put 3 down the center, and then we're just going to put this right here. So I think that's really cute. Right? So there's no reason why you can't just put it on a card just like this, right? Except the fact that you've got your, you've got your, well, where is it? Right there. See, gift for you with love. But you can change that sentiment, right? It doesn't have to be that sentiment. You can make it anything you want it to be. And that's what I like about this, right? Is we might use it as tags, but then we can use it as to make a card. Nothing wrong with that at all. It makes it easier on us. So you can see that they've got a little bit of red showing back here. So we're just going to do the same thing. It looks like the white is above it, but you still can see a little bit of the red, and we're just going to center it right here. And our tag is done, right? Okay, let me get that straight on the back there. So it's the front looks straight, but I had to get 2 of them together, right? So one's going to sort of slide open, and the other's just going to be like that right there. All right, so there you go. All right, so let's just set this aside. I'm thinking I could add Wink Stella to it. Wink Stella's my friend. All right, so let's go on to the second one here. So see how pretty this one is, and again, it looks like they flipped it over. So so you can see here. So we have the red here, and you flip it over, you get the green. So it's just the opposite of the last one. We're going to put on here sending. So this one has sending. See if I can see it here. Sending a little Christmas cheer, which is a stamp right here. And that's what we're going to stamp on the inside here. And I'm just going to put it over on this side like that. Yep, okay. And then we'll sit there and ink this up, and we'll stamp it. And then it also has from our home to yours. So we'll get that on here as well too. Yeah, I was looking at the ink I just got on my hand, but I stuck my thumb in there earlier. Just as pretty as you please. As I was opening it, I sat there and stuck my thumb in the middle of it. But I always like, even on cards, right, to have from our home to yours. It's just a nice sentiment, right? There's just a nice little sentiments here. Just gives that extra touch. So yeah, so if you haven't done this in a while, the paper pumpkin, I mean, it's just really got some cute things they've been doing. Get that stamped on there. All right, and then on here, I'm just gonna put that aside because I'll clean all these in a little while. As soon as we get through the live, get those out of our way. Okay, and then we're gonna flip this over just like we did a while ago for the other one. And this one, they actually have us putting these two together. So again, these are the same thing. Where did I do my extra one? All right, let me grab one more. But see how this is on one side it's green and one on the other. If you look at this picture here, that's what they've done is they just flipped it over, right? So we have one that's got these little leaf-looking things, a little bit different than this. And then we have this one here. And when you flip it over, it's going to look like this. So let me grab that other leaf. Just so that you know there's a difference, right? There are two different type of leaves. I'm grabbing this one right here for me. So you can see even with the here, see how we got the wreaths here the same, and then we got the two little leaves right here. So this is, we need this one here. I didn't grab, I thought I grabbed it, but I don't see it. So we'll put that there. Okay, so I'm just adhering these together. So that is step 2. So now this one they actually show that we're using the glue dots. I can clearly see that as the glue dots. All right, so that's these leaves right here. We're gonna put some glue dots on here. So that when we secure it, we're going to secure it to the other one. So we've got it down in here on that circle. And then we've got some on the outer leaves here. Yeah, and we'll do one more here for sure. So I'm anxious to hear from Zoe, Miss Zoe, about how the camping is going because they actually had some cooler weather, right? I think when they were looking at originally, you know, we were having weather that was in the 80 degrees. And depending where they are would depend on how much that changed. I didn't go see the Marfa Lights to see what that weather was like, but I know that was one of the locations they were going. Besides their camping adventures and shopping adventures. Okay, so all I gotta do with this is just line up these two little circles right here. It's just automatically going to sit there and get it set up. Right? And then you can from there, just move the circle around and adhere your stuff down right there, like that there. Okay, and just make sure that it's all glued together there, and then I'm just gonna come down here and I'm just going to let it droop just like this. So if you want to make sure what it looks like, this is going to be tied together, right? And it's going to come over here, and this is just going to hang down just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Like that. Okay? Okay, I need one more glue dot right there. The other was sticking okay. You can hear as I pulled it off. So yes, I am anxious to see what everybody's up to. I'm anxious for your comments and everything else. I mean, I already talked to somebody this morning. They were busy doing something. And they were actually doing something, getting ready for something they were doing live. Everybody's busy, right? We're just all busy. And I don't know about you, but I had the first Christmas present in October. Before October, right? Actually, it was before October the 15th. Because I had to get a birthday present for one princess, and I had two other princesses I knew that would like what that person got, so I got two. So we already had a Christmas ready to go to the Christmas tree. So for us, you know, we get the Christmas tree, Thanksgiving weekend. If we can get it before the actual weekend we do the weekend of, and then we go ahead and, like right now, you got to trim it down. I don't know how much we trim it down. They trim it off right, so drink some water. And then we'll sit there and start decorating. So I'm just going to put this on here with dimensionals just like we did the other. So these are basically the same, just changing out colors, right? So you can do the same thing with cards. We can do You can sit there and do the same similar layout, but change out the paper. Now the thing is here, right, one has a wreath and the other doesn't. So they've actually changed up the flowers, but it's all similar, right? So it just makes it quick and easy. And this time of year, I don't know about you, but I like it quick and easy. I need quick and easy, so I can get it all done, right? We were talking about that yesterday about everybody. We're trying to coordinate schedules to do something together, and it was like, oh my gosh. I think the soonest that we could get together collectively as a group that I was with was like December the 14th, because we all had something going on. All right, so the only thing I'm missing on here is I don't have the little red embellishments. I didn't put them on the others either, but we're going to get it on there because that's all we're lacking, right? And then just putting it on the box. These are ready to be gift wrapped. Put some goodies in here for somebody and call it a day, and that's done. So I already know, right? I don't know about you. I already know some people I'm going to be getting gift cards for. It's just the way it is every year. If they give me a list and we can do otherwise, that's fine. If not, I know they're getting a gift card or a check, whichever they may have indicated they might want ahead of time. Like somebody already told me they would like a gift card. I'm trying to think what it is now. I mean, it was an online place, right? Because they wanted to be able to get some online type stuff. And so they already told me what they wanted with online gift cards, right? And I'm fine with that, right? If I know what you want, I want to give you what you want, right? So this is like perfect. If I give a gift card and that's what they wanted, I can put my little gift card in here, and that is a done deal. Now, if you have some extra bling, this one doesn't show you putting anything on the white here, and I'm not, let's see, I'm just, I have plenty of bling, so it doesn't really matter, right? Let's see how it would look if we put one of these in the middle. They don't have it that way, but you know what? There we go, I'm just putting one right there. And that one's stuck. I'm going to put that one right here, too. Alright, that way it just gives a little extra color. Alright, then they just show us here. They don't show us actually, you know what, that might be what they did. I sat there and did that right there on the back, but that's because that was loose, right? I had to do something with that. But I guess you could just as easily, it looks like they might have just gone ahead and just put it and attached it here. But see how they've got it hanging below it? So as you do this, you just have to keep that in mind, that this is going to hang just a little bit below, and it goes just a little bit above. So you can use that with dimensionals and put that down too, or you can sit there and use a tape runner, would be another option. But that way, see, it lets you know the gift is for them. Then you can write their name on it. Actually, for us, lots of times we'll put something on this side of it, or we'll also put something on the bottom of the box, or you can sit up there, right, and just put it up there and put their name. And we usually, for something like this size, we actually put on our Christmas tree, right? So here's this one here. And then here is the one we got here. Yeah, so this string, so this was 12 inches. So you see how that 12 inches went? So I personally would just trim it down. For me, that's a lot of ribbon. It made it easier for me to tie a ribbon. But that's just a lot of extra ribbon, right? So I'm just going to trim it down. And this, I think this one was okay. See how that one looks. Yeah, I'll just trim a little bit off this end here. Okay, be careful the ends of those are sharp. Okay, so I'm not going to attach them onto the box right now because you can do that. But you can use this also in other gifts, right? You don't have to limit it to just the gift boxes here, but it does go real cute with this. And we'll just have to make some alternatives with this little box here. See, I would put it right about there, right? You could put a little bit above. Let's try one just so you can see real quick. I used dimensionals on the back of here. So they really didn't show me how they did on the other, right? So I did what I wanted to do. We'll do this here too and see. So you definitely, if you're going to use this on the box, this outside here does not have the sheen and it's almost waxy feel to it. So you can see the inside would come off real easy, right? If you want to pull something off. This one isn't because it's not here, but it's just so you can see what it would look like. I usually like to put my tags on once I've got the gift in there, right? But there you go. It's just very easy. right? And if you didn't want to do it this way, then just turn around. Because lots of times I'll do mine like this as well too. I'll do my gifts like that here, and I just finish it off that way as well. So you can do it either way, right? See how nice that is? Just nice and easy to have you a gift box for the holiday season. I'm going to put that on there now because it's like I'm going to keep on dropping that. But yes, I'll have to make some Christmas cards out of this so you can see some Christmas cards and some alternatives. Because I don't need this. I have, let's see how many gift boxes, just so you know how many gift boxes were with this. So for when I go to my senior home and I'll give them gifts with chocolate, I have about 10 people there. Right, let's see how many this makes. 3. So actually this makes 8. Alright, so it's a good thing I have more than one box because I go to make sure that everything looks the same, right? So everybody gets the same thing and nobody has to worry about somebody has something different. That's just the way you do it, right? So I hope you enjoyed it, right? It's just all about creating, sharing, and giving. And as you can see, I'm going to stand up just a little bit here so you can see. But anyway, it's just that easy, right? So there's no reason why we can't go out there to create, share, and give. So I want to thank you for supporting us by following us here, not only here, but also on Instagram and YouTube. And, we also have Adventurous Stampin'. So Adventurous Stampin' and Zoe and Ann Stampin' we're all the same people. We just focused. One was Zoe and I and doing the paper pumpkin, and the other one is where I do a lot of the cards. So there you go. So with that, be blessed. Look forward to seeing you. Well, let's see. We'll see you during the week on Wednesday. Wednesday we'll be live again. We will make a card, and we'll be making it with the wonder of light. It's, you can use it as Christmas, but you can also use it as birthday or anything else you want to. So that'll be exciting and fun, and using the beautiful paper and all. You got the whole Aurora Borealis look to all the paper and everything else. Very pretty. So look forward to you joining us then. Meanwhile, we'll get off of here and we'll sit there and do the door prize drawings and we'll let everybody know who won. All right? Be blessed. See you soon. Bye.